Welcome back, everybody. I am the Jimmer. This is Bunker Assault. We are on, this is going to be the preview episode, so we're not going to have an actual entry in this one. We're going to go through and take a look at all of the assault craft and just do kind of a quick overview. Take a look at the arena and the settings, and in the future we'll just jump right into the battle. You won't see this screen again. And if you're not really interested in this, you can go ahead and skip ahead to the next video and check out. We have the Summit Class Defense Walker by Xanderzu, which is a fantastic entry. That's going to be our first one. And so jump ahead if you don't really care about the nuts and the bolts, but I'm going to kind of go through it right here for everybody else who is interested. So these are the settings I'm using. The 1800 spawn distance is given, min and max altitude distance, all that stuff really doesn't make a difference. Got a little bit of penalty time on here just in case one of the assault craft gets damaged and goes off into the horizon. They'll eventually get despawned. Have a match time of 20 minutes. I really don't think we're going to hit that long, but that's the maximum if we get there. Design cost doesn't really matter, and then this is the materials are maxed and the damaged material return is maxed, just so we are 100% sure we don't ever run out of resources. And then for the actual assault team, the composition is we've got obviously the Doom Boss Fort. This is the bunker that, or not the bunker, the fortress that I made. And then the mini nukes. I should have written down who made these. There is links. There's a link down in the description to the tournament thread, and it shows all of the authors of the craft. I made the Doom Boss Fort, but everything else was a community submission. So we've got the Doom Boss. We have 8 mini nukes. We have the HRA5 Vengeance. And then, oh, why do we have another? We don't need, yeah, eight mini nukes is plenty. And then we have 2 Do Not Feed the Fish by Scythophan. We end up having 4 Triceratops tanks, 2 Tumblehead tanks, so more like tank destroyers, and then 2 Kramerhead long-range artillery. And then for the fort, I have I built this prototype. It's not that good, but it's basically just a targeting dummy. I didn't actually make an entry for this tournament. I spent a lot of time getting all of the assault crafts working. We went from 1.93 or 9, whatever. We had an update to 2.0. And that changed a whole lot of stuff, so I spent a lot of time working on the assault craft to get them all functioning just right and compatible with the map and all that. So right off the bat, this is the Doom Fort. This is a fortress that I built, modeled it after the battle cruiser in StarCraft. Not exactly a replica, but kind of inspired by that. Its main weapon is the 3 particle accelerator cannons. Those start firing immediately, but the damage ramps up really slow. It's loaded with batteries, and the steam engines take a really long time to get to full power. So it takes till about, I think it's like 5 or 6 minutes until all these actually reach full power. When they first start firing, they're only doing a couple hundred damage at best. And then it has some secondaries. It has the lasers on each side. Those do medium amount of damage. Not a lot of damage, but enough to reward those who built smoke deployers or laser defenses. And then these crams here on the side. The crams launch a really slow lobbing shell, and that starts at, I believe, about the 2-minute mark. It starts firing the crams, 2 or 3 minute mark. And then this is the This is the APS gun here, underslung on the bottom. I think this one starts at 5 minutes, and that's shooting like incredibly long. I think they're like 12-meter shells, so guaranteed to do some damage. I believe they are heat rounds. And then next up we've got the 8 mini nukes. These are a little suicide craft, really fast. They go close to 100 meters a second, and just kind of cruise along the ground. They have a nuke. Let's see if I can actually get in here. Yeah, perfect. You can see the nuke right there in the nose. When they detect that they are close to the enemy, they detonate and do lots of damage. And there are 8 of them. They go, the first 2 go at I think like 2 minutes, and then around like the 4-minute mark, I believe, they all sort of stagger off one after another. And then next up we have the HRA-5 Vengeance, and this is the last of the assault craft to attack. It has these massive APS guns, deal lots of damage. I believe they are shooting heat as well. And then it also has missiles on the top and a powerful LAM system. And this is a flyer. It's sort of a hovercraft type design. But that will just sit back here on the sidelines, and it comes in to clean up once the entry has survived all of the minor crafts. And then we have the Don't Feed the Fish by Scythefin. These go in, I think, just before the Vengeance. Or actually, no, these go in just after the Vengeance, at about the 6-minute mark, and kind of come in to clean the scraps off the corpse of the bunker. They've got spinning rams here in their mouth, and they use those to chew up the enemy bunker. And these are fairly fast too. And then this is the Rhino tank. There are 4 of these. These head in immediately and start assaulting. I modified them slightly so they are orbiters. Most of the other crafts attack from the front, but these will circle and do damage to all sides of the enemy. I think they are shooting heat rounds. Yeah, I believe these are heat rounds. And it's a high speed. I believe they're using belt feds. So it's a burst, and then a long reload, and then another burst. And then next up we have the what are these called again? The Tumblehead. And there's 2 Tumblehead, and these are sort of a tank destroyer. That one big gun, it's sort of slow firing. I think it shoots about 2 or 3 rounds per minute. And it was originally shooting heat, but I modified it so that it is shooting HESH rounds. Just to mix up the damage. I didn't want everything shooting heat. And very heavily armored, and good deflection shields. And this one likes to hang out at a medium range and sort of bombard the enemy. And then finally we have the Kramer heads. And these come in third. They come in after the Tumbleheads, and these are Cram artillery. They stay quite a ways back. They stay about 1,000 meters away, and lob giant cram shells. I believe the cram shells are mostly HE, but they do have a little bit of AP with them, and also have decent shielding. And that is all of the assault crafts. So as you can see, quite a spread. The bunker really does not have a chance. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, we'll just take a look. This is my bunker prototype. It's not really good. It's just kind of a slap together bit of parts. Not really intended to be an entry, but it'll be good to give us a taste of what the assault force is bringing. So we go ahead and get this unpaused, and there we go. See, everything just sort of drops to the ground. Most of the entries are waiting. You can see the Doom 4 is firing, but if you look at the bunker prototype, no damage is being done. It takes a long time for the batteries to charge up and the steam engines to get going, and actually have the Doom part, Doom boss start doing damage. And here we go. You can see that that burst fire from the rhinos. Look at this. What happened here? Okay, he just had a little dirt moment. Not sure. See a good bombarding of shells. And with the heat, sort of doesn't look that impressive from the outside, but you can see the health on the bunker prototype is dropping extremely fast, all the way down below 90% already in just a minute in. Alright, and being a minute in, we should see, yes, I keep forgetting the name of these guys. The tumbleheads are coming in here. Oh man, is that the? Oh no, it's one of the rhinos got 2 damage. I thought it was the bunker already. See, it's slow firing, but a heavy damage shell. Gotta say, I love the new effects. I'm no longer using the special effects mod. The special effects mod was really good, but the Kaz did an awesome job with the effects. Look beautiful and way better performance. I don't take any hit to my frame rate with the new effects. Also, on the topic of frame rate, I finally figured out I can use the embedded GPU, like the onboard GPU on my processor, to do the encoding for the video. If you have an Intel processor with integrated graphics, you can use they call it Intel QuickSync, and it does all of the encoding for you. And so basically frees up your processor completely, so I don't take any hit for recording anymore. Well, I take just like 1 or 2%, which is fantastic. So I was able to crank up the video settings. Hopefully that comes through. Yeah, should get a lot better looking videos, and not going to cost us any lag. You can see the rhinos have all sort of stuck here. Not sure if they're still firing. Oh, and there's a hole in the side of the bunker. Oh, and it is 2 damaged. Oh, and there you see the crams starting to come in from the Doom boss. Yeah, there you see they do that long, slow arcing fire. And we just hit the 3-minute mark, so here come the crammer heads. They are extremely slow. What's this one? Is this one even? I don't. This one is. Are you stuck on the terrain? I don't. What are you doing? Oh, they in 2.0 they like the wheels are still really glitchy. So I don't know what this crammer head is doing. Oh, so frustrating. really frustrating. But unfortunately we're not going to get to see the crammer heads fire. But that's just that one cram barrel, so I think you can imagine what happens with that. And then if you want to see the Don't Feed the Fish or the HRA right on cue taken off, if you want to see them actually in action, you're going to have to come back next time when we have our first bunker take on the assault force. But that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoy the preview and enticed you to click that subscribe button, stick around, and come check out the rest of the tournament. But that's it for this one, and we'll see you next time.